Hello gang, welcome back to City Skylines 2 here on Twin Shores. Yes, traffic is an issue, team. Look at the state of this. We have caused an absolute headache and a nightmare as we see the buses, trucks, cars, holiday things, taxis and everything lined up for literally miles. Now, let's address this first and we'll chat about what we're going to do today while we're addressing this. Well, actually, let's chat about what we're going to do now. Then we can start fixing problems and implementing new stuff. We've got dead people. We're going to have to fix that. We've got traffic problems. We're going to have to fix that. We're now starting to get more rubbish build up than we can handle. We're going to fix that. And I'm going to try something today that is new in some of the updates and some of the extra content that we've gotten out of the creator packs. We're going to try that. We're also going to be saving up. We want to get to about 750,000 because what I want... Ooh, what are people unhappy about with here? Poor garbage service. Yeah, we're going to be working on that. Traffic and unreliable healthcare. The three things I said we're going to be working on today. Yes, we're going to be saving up to try and get the geothermal power plant, which is $750,000. It's going to give us a lot more power than we require, which means we can export power to other towns or cities and make money back off that, which is really good. And if we have a look at over here, whoa, over our docks area down here, we've got a lot of geothermal spots here. And look, after seeing how unhappy people were around here about the stone quarry, I might move the stone quarry out over to this area and put our geothermal plant down here, which I think will make people a lot happier. So I think that's probably something we're going to do. Down in here, this section here, because we'll probably end up making this industrial park and docklands come all the way up and around here, which will look really nice. We can get nice big ships in and really good for our import and export out of here, bringing the ships in and out. We've got more room for train stuff to go in and out too, for more ports and train import and export as we expand. And I've got a key infrastructure thing I want to utilize. We may change this up how it looks a little bit for our waterworks build down here when we get to it. Yes, we will be moving away from water towers and importing water. We'll be putting in our own waterworks down here when we can afford it. We are making good money though. Our imports and exports are doing not too bad with our trade and stuff, which is actually boding well for us. But let's go down here first. Oh dear. Oh, the other thing I want to do is I want to get in some high school. I want to get in a high school today. I did want to get the high school in around here somewhere to expand this neighborhood and put a train network out here for the people. But this is our first priority, I think, getting this lifted and shifted. Now, what have you got here? What is this road? Why are you doing... Can I just ask, what is this road, please? 4-lane asymmetrical road. Can you actually just expand out a little bit further? No. Oh, you can't there, but that's okay. I'll get you to do that. Your biggest trouble here is this stopping intersection here and the traffic lights here. Now, this is a main intersection and junction. Oh, there's parking along this road. Oh, no. Okay, let's get rid of that parking. Let's get rid of that parking, please. Can I have... Let's have that. Along there, please. Yeah, there's no parking along those main roads coming into town. That's just ridiculous. Even though that's a bus stop, I just sort of stuffed that, I think. Yeah, put that back to there. There's no parking on that anyway. I think I did it here too. There's no parking on that bus stop. Right, so we take the parking off these streets to begin with. I don't know who's parking out here anyway. You're nowhere near from anywhere. Why are you parking out here? Okay, I'm just going to have to click and drag. It's because I don't have that set as freeway ham. Ah, I don't either, do I? I'm not too concerned with making it like, look at it, it's so banked back. We need to get the... also, the other thing is when we get public transport, like trains and stuff flowing, that's going to help us a lot more through here also. Right. Next, this intersection here kind of no good. Like, it's the traffic lights that seem to be slowing things down through here. Let's see what happens if we take the traffic lights away and it turns into a giveaway. Hit the turbos for me. Let's just see if that starts flowing things a little bit more. And instantly, we're going to get a little bit of stop and go here, but what it's going to do, it's hopefully going to just feed all this stuff out and away. That might have just done it, putting a giveaway section. What it's doing here, though, it's causing mayhem and mishap. I am going to take that crosswalk out of there. That was just stupid. You can have those two, but having that one there was just stupid. And vice versa. I think because this is a main road, I don't think you need crosswalks there. Yeah, it is starting to clear up slowly and surely. But if you notice here, I've only got this turning right. The cars can turn up that way. The only problem is these cars coming from this direction have the issue. Oh. We'll come back to that soon. We'll see if that starts to clear up. But what might have to happen here is a stop sign. But I think once they go, we're starting to see, and oh, look at the cars now trying to come out. Yeah, that's fine. I think we should start to see this fix itself sooner rather than later. All right, let's not come back to that. Sometimes just a simple fix is all you need. Right, what's going on here? We've got 2 vehicles in use. It's not vehicles, it's dead people. So let's go to our death care that we've got here. Now we can put the crematorium, which is a fairly cheap crematorium. Otherwise, this crematorium is expensive. I think all we need is this crematorium though. And do we want to stick it down here with... I kind of do. As part of this building. Would you have it facing the road? I can give it its own little driveway, right? But that's saying that it will take it there. Can I sneak it out the back here? And I can make a little bit of a hidden area of it. So it could be like a bit of a funeral home. You get what I mean? So we could actually implement a bit of a funeral home here. So why don't we get a nice little road up here and just make something nice and green space of this. So I want to instantly take that off and that off. I want to instantly come down here, but I don't want to join up to that. The only way around that may be to put anarchy like that. And you're going to do that. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and move it. And I know that's... Oh, that works. Yeah, that just a simple little fix like that. And I'll see if I can fix up that retaining section just there on that side of the road too. So let's get back our little road here. Let's plug into there. Right, I'm going to take that off. You can have a crosswalk there. I'm going to take that cross. You don't need that many crosswalks around here, right? In fact, you can have that one there. As long as you can get over either side, it doesn't matter. You can come down here and walk across there for all I care. Also, then, just give me this retaining wall just to see. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Through there, because it gives us a nice retained section just there. And we all of a sudden get Underhill Lane. Kind of fitting, Underhill or Undertaker. Ooh, and we're about to make it. I have a funeral home, so give me that. Now we're saying it's coming to there. We're going to give it a little bit of a spin like that. That works. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You got a little bit of a lumpy driveway there. You're not going to notice it. We'll put some tree work in and around it. But Underhill Lane is going to house our little... Yeah, and the people rejoice, right? We should start to see some hearses come out of there at some point. Potentially. I don't know. But I think just having... Yeah, there we go. Here they come. And out they go. Right? I could make that a one-way road. But I won't. And the hearses will come out. And look at that. Oh, very special. And look, there's a car park here in case, like, you know, if there's a funeral that might come on. So, yeah. I think that's fine. What I will do here, from the main road, let's turn this into a bit of a special place now. While it's a sad place, we also want to make sure it's a nice place for people to, you know, visit if they ever need to. I'm going to put that through there, like that. One can go there, like that. And I think that's all we need really through there. And then we could just load up on some trees and get that looking quite nice through there. Right, don't give me that. Give me elder or mature. Maybe a line of them, please, at 8 meters. And potentially like that. You know, just something like that to make it ever so... now you might just do that for me. That? Yeah. I think that's quite nice. And then something a little bit more bushy down here. You know, just sort of in here to pack out those trees a little bit. One bigger one there. Maybe a couple of these in like that. Something a little stronger for me. What have you got in the way? There's a hickory here. I think the hickory's quite nice. It's a little tall for what we want. The London planes are really good for these sorts of fill outs like that. And I think that's quite nice. Having the funeral home just sit up like that through there. Maybe something like this. We'll leave this corner here. Maybe, and we could do something kind of really cool here. Because this is kind of a bit of a nothing area. You know when you see a bit of a nothing area in a place and you would probably see a billboard or something. So I think maybe something like, is there advertising or is it a sign? Let's have a look at that. Like a big billboard or something. Here we go. So something like this, you know, you'd have something like this. Is there actually a billboard now that, that's a bit small, isn't it? They're called billboards. Let's have a look at billboards, random. Oh, this is better. This is more to our size. Now that says it's random. So when I put it down, it says random. So let's have a look at that. Nope. That's not a thing. That's just Chrome, my friend. Let's try another billboard. Ah, there we go. Look at that. 26. No, I like that. That's nice and bright. A bit too bright. Almost meat. Let's get something cool here. Oh, hang on. This company advertised just not long ago for their new company. So they're an industrial company that we got. Cars for the Future. And I think that's kind of cool there. You know, it's something like you would see advertising along a main road as well. Yeah, perfect. And then throw some more bushies and trees in and around like such. Right, bit of a park space. And I think we've got exactly what we need in there. Right, that's a little large. So we could go some maybe smaller bushes like that. Right. And then toss a big oak in the background, just a backdrop there. And I think that's a nice little setting for that spot and that part there, right? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, we got some dead trees in here. Hopefully they'll get knocked down earlier. And obviously we've got a bit of a space in here. What would you do there? I don't exactly know. You could put a fountain in here or something, I guess. You wouldn't, there was not really a little park that would fit in there. Is there like, oh, that's kind of brilliant. Outside the funeral home, you know, you got to wait out here. Okay, yeah, I'm all about that. That just adds a space for all the people. And look, this car park to me seems a little open through here. And I know it's a car park, but I kind of want to line it with maybe some trees or something. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that. But maybe we would have, you know, a couple of trees on the corner. It just seems a little open for my liking. You know, just throw some of those in and around. Maybe give me my... that siren's not annoying at all. And same with this. I don't typically like to put radio masts in the middle of towns, especially right where there's homes. We kind of had to. That building, is that just getting taller and taller? That to me is super ridiculous. Ah, you're sideways, by the way, mate. I didn't want you sideways, did I? But I don't think you fit on there. You should fit on there, actually. Right, behind here, we're probably going to slam a heap of trees up in there. But that space looks a lot better now for us. That's now helped the healthcare sitch we've got going on there. That means that... yes, healthcare coverage is still not great, but it's not bad either. Right, let's take care of our rubbish problem. To do that, we're going to utilize our train system that we've got here, but we do have a train line that shoots straight up there to a place called Bolton. Let's have a look at Bolton. Bolton is all the way up here. Bolton. Now, I don't think... this is only one-way track. Do we actually have... there's two-way all the way. There's two-way sections. Okay, so there is some stoppage sections here where trains can actually stop. We've also got track that can lead out this way and up to Mountain Ranch. You can also see passengers waiting. That's actually a really cool thing. We'll work on passengers shortly to get people lifted and shifted in and out of town. We're going to utilize this today, so we might end up having to buy... I don't really want to buy more land because we need more money. By the way, I might hit the turbos. How much are you going to cost me? You're going to cost me 129,000. You do have groundwater a lot. You do have ore deposits too. Ooh. We actually have a look at this, please. What have you got under you? Right. Ah. Probably not conducive to what we want then. It is and it isn't. I just want to be able to feed onto that. And the way I want to do this, I don't think it's going to allow me. Right, let me show you the train station that we're using. It is this one here. Medium train garbage yard, right? It can process up to 25 tons a month. Storage capacity of 500 tons. So basically, medium-sized single-track station specialized in the handling of all types of waste. Helps ship out the garbage out of your city for a profit of all things, right? It's this big, and I was hoping it will fit here. But what we will struggle to do is to get a train line out. So the next best option will be to slot it on the side here, and eventually when we can afford to get that, I don't want to spend 129,000 on that. We're saving for our geothermal plant. The next best option is to run along the side here, like such. And take that out of there. It does block us off going this way for the moment, but I don't know if that entirely matters. Let's get a bit of land flattening as well. Taking that height. We don't mind grading, remember? It's totally fine. And this is why I might put my stone quarry out here. We might get some more ore out of it as well. Potentially, if we have a look at this. Actually, no. Let's have a look at that. This is where all our ore is, okay? And the oil. It's up there. The grain is there. The oil is not. The ore is not. Why are you telling me there's ore in that building area? Ah, there is plenty of geothermal for water though, but we're building our geothermal plant down there. You know, the more I look at it, the more I think this is going to be a better spot for our lovely quarry, and we can probably do a better build with our quarry too. Don't need to necessarily... yeah, we're not going to geothermal just here. So, while we're not going to buy that spot now, I'm going to plan for later. I'm going to fix that road too. It's all hogposh. Can I actually, don't know if that actually helped us. We will go... you're a bit off kilter there too, so I'm going to have you like that. And you down the side there. Yep. Yeah, a little gap there is probably better for that intersection overall. Yeah, I think so. How are we looking here traffic-wise again? It's still a bit of a problem, still a bit of an ish, isn't it? Now, the only other way to take this problem and get rid of it would be to remove the traffic lights here too. But would you really have an intersection this busy without traffic lights? No, you wouldn't. What you might have is a roundabout. But then we're cutting into that mountain there. Take the anarchy off and I bet you can't have that. I've got another idea. I've actually got another idea. Oh, this should be interesting. Okay. First of all, let's try something like this. Let's just give me this one-way street, please. Give me that one. And just give me a road like that, please. No, actually, give me a connection like this from about here. Okay, sweet. Right, so all of a sudden, I'm also going to take the right-hand turn off you there. Right, so you got 3 lanes of turning left, okay? So all of a sudden, also, you don't need traffic lights there, okay? Right, you just either do or you don't, okay? So all of a sudden, we now have that. That's freed up the traffic that way. Also, get rid of that. Why? Why? We don't need walk crossings out here. Okay? It's not a thing. Now, what we need here... This is interesting because we're still having people wanting to go left there and we've still got people going straight on up this way, which are getting held up. Hey, what the... No! 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 Who are these people parking on these streets? And of course, I can't even... I can do that. There we go. Ha ha ha! No, that's the wrong one. Damn it. I can't... What? Really, game? Really? These people are going to park... Where are you walking to? Where the heck are you walking to? I know what I'll do. I'll put this on it. Ha ha ha! Anarchy, anarchy, anarchy. Well, actually, what if you put that barrier there? It doesn't really work, does it? Well, that does. Yeah. No, you get some weirdness there. Give me that back. Yeah. I think that's what we do there. Yeah, it's made that go a little frumpy and bumpy and lumpy. We can... No, that's fine. It's totally fine. It's a safety barrier. Thornton Lane. Right. We've still got this issue just here, have we? Let's have a look now. Now that cars should be only going left. I don't know why that should affect that. A roundabout would be the only thing you could put there that would help it. Now I can throw one in here. It's not a huge roundabout, but it's going to cause a backup just here. What if you open up this road? Oh my gosh, here we go. We're getting technical now. Give me what is this road, please? This is a 4-lane road. Have you got a 5-lane? So, what I want is... So, it's a 4-lane road. Have you got asymmetrical? Yes, you do. That's more like it. Right up to there. Right. That's more like it. Do you need this little slip road then? I'm not opposed to it, so I'm going to leave it. And you know, I could match it and do a little slip road down here, couldn't I? Ah, here he goes, everyone. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. You know? Whatever you do here, though, don't have that. You can't do that. You cannot do that. All right, little slip road. And look, my gosh, these people. Stop parking on there. You've got a little bit of a cheesy bit there. That should be easily fixed by just doing this. Or this. Can we just get you and get the old road stretcher out? Ah, the old road stretcher. Now, it's not we've ended up getting some traffic lights here, which we're not going to be having. Clearly, that's not a thing. We want that traffic to flow. We want that crossing to be gone. We want that crossing to be gone. I don't know why it did that again. Yes, I think we're back to something that's going to help us. Now, can I get, please, a retaining wall on that? I can, and I do want that. Thank you. In fact, I'm going to get that all the way along there. Yeah. The other thing I want to probably get, which I can't, which I meant to put in ages ago, was this sound barrier all the way along this. That's a retaining wall. We want sound barrier. Right? Just to help with the people that live in this community. Right? Get it? Got it good? Okay. Yeah, there's roads there with, there's a crossing, but whatever. Yeah, I think that just will help mitigate that little bit of sound issue, or give a little bit of sound protection for that anyway. That's a ridiculous building. Okay. Yeah, we'll get back to that one day and fix that. Right, we've got garbage building up again now, so let's crack on with that. That should have fixed our... It looks like it has. Fixed our... what? I don't want these traffic lights here. It should all just be fairly straightforward giveaway. There's a bit of a road texture issue just here. Can I just stretch you out slightly? Which will just help that. Sorry, whatever I did upset the train. Yeah, whatever I did upset the train then, but it'll be okay. Okay, also that's horrible. 2 lanes into 1. Yeah, whatever. We'll come back to that, I guess. Let's get this in. Okay, back to what we're doing here. We're working on stuff. We're just working on stuff today. Working on stuff we need to do. So you're going to go there. Right, hooray. And everyone rejoices. The trucks, we've got garbage trucks that go down here. They're not going to be able to go out now. We can go that way and we can go this way. We're today just going to go... Oh, the garbage trucks are going out right now. You're going out now, team. I'm going to get a line from... Yeah. Yeah, you forgot to say here. How do we feel about that? I don't think we feel too bad about that. Do you want to put this in here then? Look, not really. We've got so much going on with these lines, it's not funny, but I guess... What's a little more, right? Okay, yeah, because you're going to have to get trains from here, right? We got 1 train left in there, I'm pretty sure. Which will have to come out and back up, or it can just come... Yeah, it's going to have to come out there and back up through here. Okay, so now let's get a line in that's going to go from... Because I assume that's how it's going to work. We're going to send our garbage to Bolton. I'm pretty sure. No, let's hope Bolton works. Let's give it a trashy kind of color. Yeah, we want that kind of brownie color, don't we? Yeah. Trash. Bolton. Our first talks with Bolton are take our trash, man. Right, so that's now in play. It should be anyway. Yep, up and backs, up and backs. We should get a train roll. There's our poo train. Right, the poo train's in. Lovely. And then, so let's have a look at this building now. It's got no upgrades. Does have low ground pollution. We want to give this a name too, don't we? Medium train garbage handling yard. No, we want to give our line a name, I think. So we've got cargo. We've got cargo Barton, cargo Sharpsbury, and we've got cargo. No, we've got trash train. Trash train Bolton. Do you want to not have caps on? Trash train Bolton. Okay, that's our trash train Bolton. Let's hope that our trucks should be out and about now. How many trucks do we have to go and do the garbage collection? Vehicles in use, we've got enough trucks, I think. Let's go and have a look at... oh, here it is. Here's the trash train. It's back. It's reversed back in. There's no... Oh my gosh, there is currently garbage here, is there? No. I was going to say. The truck that we saw, though, does actually have trash on it. Let's go over and have a look at that truck. And there they go! There he is. We are now picking up our own trash. But the other cool thing is we're exporting it for money, which seems a little rich to me. I mean, let's just pretend, for the argument's sake, that our trash is going to someone else's incineration plant, which is there and for powering their city. So we're exporting basically biofuel. Okay? We are exporting biofuel. If we hit the turbos again, that's going to help us see a lot of these garbage things clear up. I wonder if we've got garbage trucks coming out here. By the way, I want to have a look at these because these are making... Their balance is minus 1.7 million. Shows we probably need more wood industry going on, I would think. And probably I've given them a little too much land, but I've probably given this one no more land. I mean, in fact, probably less land than if you had it in that full circle that it has. But we should see that over time go up. And that's gotten our happiness back up for the people. And look, we are making some dollars. So let's have a look at our money earning now. Taxes are pretty good. Taxation to me says we might be able to drop down a little bit, but I'm going to hold my taxes at the moment. I want to keep my commercial at 9% because commercial seems to be the thing we're lacking in a little bit, but we want to encourage that growth for the commercial by keeping it down. It is the one thing that we are struggling with. Now, let's talk about getting our school in. So what I'm going to do down here, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do a little bit of an estate through here potentially, but what I'm actually going to put in down here is a golf course. Just to have some decoration and to break up this freeway and to break up the buildings. So we're going to throw a nice golf course in here, which means on the other side of this rail track, or potentially even just here, we do have an elementary school there. Maybe this is where we put it. I was hoping to get a high school in, and I was hoping to put the high school up over here though. I'd rather not have it there because we're gonna fix not so much this suburb. This suburb's fine. We're gonna be fixing this suburb just here. Yeah. This is not even that bad, but I don't know what we're gonna do here yet. I'm in two minds about it, but I want to keep going on from this direction. How's our trash doing? Not too great at the moment, but we'll get there. Adding a school is... Oh my gosh, is that a tornado? Oh, it's out over there, but it's not affecting us at the moment. So let's think about this for a second because I just didn't know what to do. Oh my gosh, processing speed. Stored garbage. Okay, we do have stored garbage. That's our here comes our train now. Hang on, you're not... Oh, that's the train just passing through. Gotcha. I want to actually look at our train. Come back to the train later, Ham. Yeah, it's exciting. I just want to know also if there's garbage trucks coming to pick this stuff up and why they haven't yet. Let them go, Ham. Let them do their job. You've let rubbish build up for so long. Let them do their job. Yeah, okay, my bad. Okay, so what we can do is we can get a train station in over here. But we're going to get it in on this side of town. Okay, well, we'll do that for today. So we're looking at a rail yard, a small non-electrified train station, right? Now, what is your major malfunction? You don't want to do that. Medium, medium. No, we don't want those. Let's just have a look here, team. Local train station, 45,000. What's going on with this road that I can't snap to it? Does it think that road is bigger than what it is? Hey, mate. Do you think that road is bigger than what it is? Because it ain't. How do we feel about that? It's 45,000. I would take that. Right, let's do a little bit of landscaping here. I want this height, thanks. Now we are going to be a touch higher at one end. Or this road dips anyway. I'm not too concerned. I'm not concerned with that. I think this is a good addition to this area. We can still fix this place up like I want to do later, but for now... And in fact, I'm going to give this... I'm going to actually set this... I'm going to set this back now. To have its own separate road. So, give me that. Give me that. Right. That roundabout can probably be dealt with later. Where do you want another road here? I don't. I just want that road. Okay, you're just going to have that road. So we're going to... Now we've got a little bit of a bank here. I'm actually going to come back 2 spots, right? We're going to come back 2 bricks. Got a nice parallel double road there. And what I'm going to do, I will utilize this roundabout now. I've changed my mind about that roundabout. I'm going to change this road to be a feeder road. Now, I know that might sound confusing, whatever, but what we're going to do, I'm just going to hook it up now. I will take out... No, I won't. I'll leave that. That road can now come out. And we're going to go up one way and down the other. So we're going to simply get our one-way road here. And I'm going to put some parking potentially on this road here. Do you want it on the inside? Well, it doesn't matter if it's... I think I wanted it that way, like that. Right? So one way up that way. And then we're not going to have parking on the other road, are we? We are, but only here. Right. I'm going to leave that as 2-way. Right, and now all of a sudden, we have ourselves a nice roadway that sort of feeds up and down as we need. Yeah, see, the cars have to go that way. Yada yada. We've provided a little bit of parking there. And if we want to be really good about this, I think what we'll do is give them a bit of a path for people that want to walk in between these areas. There's a walkway we could probably do here. Leave the anarchy on, and we can go either side of those buildings like that, right? Even though it's going on the building, we're just providing a bit of pathing for people to get places as sort of required like that, you know? And then same thing here. We don't have a crossing there, but people can cross there. If we go ahead and just... Oh, that's not really going to work, is it? That will work. Yeah, that's fine. We'll add that path in. We'll do the same about here. Right, like that. And then people can get to those spots. Yada, yada, yada. Let's do that. What's going on? We've still got rubbish everywhere, guys. You do have accessibility down this road. Let me just check this for a sec. 7 of 13 collecting. Are they just not able to get to these ones? Let's give these a little bit of an upgraded road through here just to see if our garbage trucks are going to have a little bit of trouble. They shouldn't have any trouble getting down there. Maybe they're just very busy with the other ends, but then again, we don't have a lot of trucks going everywhere. Maybe they've just got to get there. Don't know what the go is with these places, why they're not getting picked up, but they should be. Everywhere else downtown is. Okay, let's continue on with this. This is actually a good, this bit here is actually good for our future in terms of our build. And I'm going to sort of mirror this on this side, try to around the train station anyway at some point in the future. Now, let's get our train station in here. Now that we've got this all said and done, there's our sort of main esplanade section there. Can we actually snap to that now? And we can. That's made me a bit happier. Do I want to come closer this way though? No, I want a little bit of length. I want to keep that parking area sort of centralized there. But you've got a bit of a snap going on. So take that off again and I can centralize that. Right? Now, that's kind of cool. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. We also do have some upgrades here. Modern train station entrance. We've got underground subway interface. We've got platform roof unique, right? So it adds like platforms. And we've got extra platforms we can throw on later if we ever need. We don't need to. We just simply want to do this today. What's our grading there? Our grading's not too bad, but I will fix that grading. At least it's going to allow some passengers to get in and out of here. So we're going from there. Like so. Not much of a different grade, so that's really good for us. So, I want this, and we want our electrified track here. And actually, I'm going to go from this direction. I'm going to keep that on, and I'm actually going to come like this. I was hoping you would actually... That square there. So we're just going to do it that way, I think, instead. Yeah, that's kind of good. That's kind of Gucci. It's going to be a one-way terminus, in and out. Am I going to be going to that direction? All signs point to it should, but that would be like if we can get around there later. I don't have that. I don't have... Oh my gosh, by the way... This is still eking me a little bit. Is it just a traffic thing that they can't get down in here to get the rubbish, or they just haven't got there yet? I know there's plenty of vehicles. could really up the amount of rubbish you guys are taking. I'll leave it for a bit. Maybe they just got some catch up to play. Who knows? They'll get there. They will get there. Yeah, I think eventually we're going to send this down or down around that way and back on. So today we're just going to get the trains hooked up somewhere else out that way, Bolt and other areas. So not too stressed about that. Right. Can I get... We do need some public transport up here. So I want to get a bus stop. And how do we feel about a bus stop? So we can drop some buses on this side just here, which is totally fine as well. No? You guys don't like that on your one-way street? That's right. We had this trouble last time a little bit, didn't we? What if I go ahead and use one of these bus stops? Does that... You don't like that either. Which side of the road could I have you on? I need to... Oh, I remember. I have to have it on. I'm just wondering, can we... Is this big enough just in here? As a bus stop. Yeah. That might be just big enough. Hey, buddy, no parking there, mate. There's literally parks everywhere else. I'm going to retain that. Like that. That looks nice. Yeah. There's literally parks everywhere. And look, these cars park there. That's really annoying that they park there when there's literally parks here they could be going in. So I'll have to add an edge on that too. Right. Can I get my bus line? Buses, please. And... Now, all I need to do here... I always friggin' forget this. I think all I have to do actually is get this up. That. Yeah. And we're simply going to say, what line is that? That one comes in here. We're going to throw you in there. Like that. I'm going to get you. You come... No, you already are. Where's that peachy colored one? I want to get a hold of that one. That orange one. Yeah, give me the orange one, please. That's what I want. That's the one I want. Thank you. You can come up here too. Sweet. So we're going to throw an extra stop in there. Why? We could probably do... Yeah, you know what? That'll be fine. That'll be fine. That's going to give us that. Right, now get me my train line. I know this has been a lot of back and forths and all that sort of stuff, but it is what it is. Now, for these trains, I think we'll go a nice green, but a dark green passenger line. And we'll go there. As a show of good faith, maybe let's go to Bolton. Say, hey, you're taking our rubbish. We'll also give you a train connection. Now, that's a long way to go around here. And back, right? So that's going to send some trains out and do that. I also want to go, because we've got cargo connections. Give me a slightly different color train. Let's go a blue this time. Like that. Actually, I want maybe that color blue. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go from there. And we're going to send a train. Hopefully we've got enough left. We'll have to go one each out to here. And back. Okay, so we've got our two passenger train services. Let's have a look at those. Public transport. Can I have a look at you? You should be just 2 vehicles. I don't think we're going to get that many people. Check the price down. Now you're the Bolton line, train line, Bolton line. Okay, you're the Bolton line. It really should have been blue for Bolton, shouldn't it? I did that wrong, guys. But it doesn't matter. I can change the color here, but I don't care. Then we've got what was that one to again? That was called. Oh, there's already 6 passengers waiting as well. That one's called Sharpsbury. Sharpsbury. Yeah, let's have this here. Let's call you Sharpsbury. Sharpsbury line. Nice. Okay, so Bolton line, we've fixed you for your trains. Let's say you can have 2 vehicles as well. Ticket price down to 4. And I think that's a good way to encourage people there. Let's have a look at you for a sec. This is the trash train. It's taken out some trash. Would have thought you could have taken out a little bit more. Really, really odd. Select operating districts that we're not even utilizing as much as we can. I could probably set up a district for these and say, hey, could you do it? But I won't. Look, the downtown people are not stressed about it. It says poor garbage service here. We'll leave it go for a little bit. Maybe a load and a reset and a save. We'll fix it later. How are we looking here? We've got some trains. We've got some train traffic, have we? Oh, no, actually. Oh, my God. Oh, there we go. There was an accident at the roundabout. Yeah, that's going to cause a bit of mischief and mayhem, no doubt. Yeah, there was an accident at the roundabout. Can I also not get a right-hand turn there from those people? Look, I know this is a bit all over the place today. I don't want that. Whatever. Okay, you can have it then. I know it's a bit sort of all over the place, but at the same time, you've got to have these when you're playing. This is what the game's like sometimes. You've got to implement fixes. You've got to do what you can do. Can we get the crossings off there too, please? Now, what is going on here? We don't have stop signs. Could stop signs help us there? Sort of, not really. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take away those as well. Lot of traffic trying to get out of this town now. Almost makes you wonder if a roundabout here would help. I don't really just want to shove roundabouts in everywhere. Look, it's something we're going to have to continue. Oh my God. It's something we're going to have to continue addressing. Looks like Flame Boulevard struck again. And of course, we're not going to have any fire department down here. We do have $1 million. Let's go back down to this. Probably a good time to put the fire department in down here. We're just using these small fire departments. So for the moment, we'll clank this one in here. I know we're at 58 minutes. I'm aware of that. I kind of want to do something similar to what I did down there. Let's make this all part in one of the same building to make it look like a legit thing. So we could actually incorporate this tower to look like it's part of the fire station. And I think that might actually go pretty well for us. So what we'll do, get our little laneway section here. We'll come square off that if we can. Does that work for us? Yeah, it works. Right, so that's how we'll go like that. Yeah, that's how we'll go like that. Hey, do you want to send the fire brigade out of there? They might have already been dispatched. But at least we've got a fire brigade down here downtown. The other thing is we probably need... I'm going to take those away from you. I don't want all of those either. We're probably going to need... Yeah. I'll put some trees behind there. But what I'm going to do here... What do we need, Ham? Police station. I probably want a small police station. This one here, you just like what you're talking about? Yeah, I think that's what we went last time, wasn't it? I tell you what, can we fit you? Oh, it's a shame you wouldn't fit there. I've probably put that road just a smidge too long, and I probably could have had it like this way. And then we can get a nice little, like... why don't you make the police in here then? And that way you've got medical, fire, and police all situated in here. Sure. Let's go with that. I think that's a much better idea. Police precinct can go... We can get a nice little way in and out of there. And you know what we'll do here is this. Excuse me, I just burped into the microphone. I apologize, everyone. Yeah, like that. That's what we want there. Yeah, nice. And then that police house. It's going to sit like that. And then we've got a nice little district here. I can put some shops in here. But what I probably would prefer to do now is... I'm getting so off track. I'm getting so off track with what's going on around this town. But I don't think it matters. I think the problem with this is we don't have enough trains, by the way. No vehicles. There are currently no vehicles. Which means this... Did I just ruin that? No, it's alright. Extra train and track. Okay. Has that sorted that? Oh my god! I think that's sorted it out now. No, we still need... but here's our first train. Hooray! There's our first train. Let's get another one in. Oh my god, yes. Give me another one. Give me another train, please. 8 of 9. 9 of 9. That should do it. Now we're sorted. So our depot's probably now maxed out. All right, there's our trains coming in. People are getting on board. Huzzah! And if we have a look at our trains, yes, lovely. People are now getting lifted and shifted. That still hasn't helped our education issue, has it? Oh no! Oh no, 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 no! There goes our forest. There goes our forest. Ham, what about... There's no way the fire brigade is going to be able to put that out. I don't think. They've got what? Oh my god, team. We're in trouble. This could be the end of Twin Shores. Oh my god, it's like fire outbreak everywhere. Did they get the fire sorted out down here on Flame Boulevard? I'll tell you what, since we've named this Flame Boulevard, it's been a couple of fires around this part of town. They did manage to secure the fire as well. I kind of like this. I'm just not going to... Let's just ignore that for the moment. I know we're over time as well. Do we care? I don't think we care. I want to make things look pretty still. Wait, it's raining. Surely the rain will put out the fire. Short of me having to put in we got watchtowers, firefighting helicopters. Yeah, short of us having to put that in, I don't want to. By the way, the ambulances need to get out and about a little bit more. We've got 2 of 3 dispatched at the moment. Patients 23 out. Oh my gosh. This little medical center's not going to be able to keep up demand soon. What am I doing? I really wanted to get my concrete areas here. Which you had. I wanted to get other concrete areas in, but I wanted asphalt. This one. Might leave that as a bit of a garden. Down here, well, to be honest, to be fair, can I actually get a little bit of a car park down in here, please? Just ignore it. It'll go away. Right, there's a car park there. That's fine. Car park for the firefighters here. Yeah, something like that. And that, right? So we get some nice car parks in there. Well, nice is a relevant term, isn't it? It's a car park, Cam. Yeah, that's fair. I might put some bushes in there. What I'm going to do here is that to make that look like it's extended to there. And I'm going to do the same here. Right? That's fine too. Then, down in here, we'll get some pathway systems. I'm really hoping that rain's getting rid of the fires. I think we were just saved by the rain, everyone. I literally think the rain just saved us. I cannot believe that. We got really lucky then with our forestry section. Because that forestry section's already struggling money, and I don't think they could have afforded to have that. Can I put a path? If I do that down there, no, I actually want you to build on that little street. Put some shops there, I think, or some shops here. And if I just sort of put that through there, does that affect my? Does affect that? That's what I want also. Right, then let's dress this place up. Let's make this little precinct now where we've got the medical, so this whole services center that we've got in the middle of town here, we're going to dress it up, but I do want to actually go ahead and put in some shops here. Like that. And that's it. I just want those two. What I want to do, I'm trying to, I think I probably need to get in some fences here. But what I want is probably not the, do I want the chain fence? We're going to go this fence, you know. We're going to go that fence. Probably like that. To there. Yep, I think that's fine. I'm going to do... Well, you've actually got your own sitch there. But I'm going to do it like this. To there. To there. Yep, that's fine. And to there. And I am going to go ahead and put this in along that path there. Up like that. And probably like that. Yeah, I think that's actually got me happier. Because what I can do is I can put some stuff out the back here with this police station. There's maybe some more cement and concrete and stuff. And I can go ahead and the same here. And I can go ahead and give them an area to have like extra fire trucks and so forth. Look, I know it's over the hour mark, but you know my way on that. So why don't we just take that to there. Yep, and we'll do the same in... leave that side grass, will I? Don't know yet. Yeah, you know, I will leave a bit of that grass down the back there. Right, I'll leave a bit of that grass. We'll put some tree stuff out there too. I think that's totally fine. And we'll get in some tree work just to get this locked in here. right? Even those trees, even though we put some fence there, I think that's totally fine as well. I think that's totally valid. I will go the trees on that side of the path. And did you want to lock off that? Yeah, I think I do, you know. So we need to go back to our fences here. And we utilized, kind of like this fence, didn't we? This industrial one like that. And I just want to, you see how we've got the services feature just there? So I am going to actually, yeah, I'll bring you to there. That'll be fine. Yeah, see how we've got this services feature here? And that's totally valid as well. I think that's fine. I could spin the building, you know, and have that facing inwards, but I kind of like the access from the outside there. And we'll leave all that in here. I want to take that texture again, except I want the asphalt texture this time. That asphalt texture. And I'm actually going to go ahead and concrete up all of that in there. And that might be a good place to park some fire trucks also up in that direction as well. Yeah, I think that kind of helps. Right, we just start to do some stuff like that. In terms of our bigger trees, just start pumping them on the corners. Maybe a nice big chungus there and one there. I think that's quite nice. You can even start putting them inside here in these corners to sort of just cover up the little corner sections just here. Right. And then, yeah, we can put some police cars and stuff down in there. Maybe we'll see if we can put some, like, looks like some training facilities for the police down in there as well. And maybe some training facilities out here where they might do some firefighting practices, techniques, maybe a little tower, that sort of stuff, you know. Might just help us out a little bit through there. Throw in some of these bigger bushes just here. And we're getting ourselves some lovely sort of green space. Tucked, and you can see just how nice these little areas start to look when you start to just, you know, give a little bit attention to detail. This here, I want to drag these all the way to the corner and not have the grass there. Except for maybe like down the side here, but yeah, okay, let's just tidy up this area and we can be done with that too, right? Get that there. Get a couple of the bigger trees in. But the kind of cool thing about this is I like the fire station, how it incorporates this to make it look like it's like one and the same building. Just me, but I like to just mimic a couple of things like that. I also like to shove a couple of bushes together like such, just to give it that whole like shrubbery feeling. Throw in some lower ones. Like that. You know, just something like that around there. Maybe it's on the corner here like that. Yeah. A little bit more. Something like that. Maybe on the corner just there. Yeah. Right. Get it. Got it good. And that's our little precinct down here. We've got some shops in. Do you want to throw a tree in here, Ham, and be done with it? Right. That's come up quite well, I think. And with our little sign, I think that's actually worked a treat for... I think that looks really good. And then we can start to flesh out a lot more of this later. We've still got garbage issues. We've still got traffic issues. Holy moly. Right. Next episode, we're going to address this whole section. We're going to rebuild this whole motorway section. This is just outlandish. All right. Hit the turbos and see what happens here. What is the actual issue? This problem here could be a bit of an issue. Yeah, we're going to readdress this all next episode, right? Let's just see if that just kind of helps it a little bit. And be done with it, because that is out of control. Garbage building up. Garbage. Yeah, I don't know what the go is. Why these trucks aren't I mean, the trucks, maybe it's a bit of an issue, but I mean, we're not even using all of the trucks. Interesting. If we actually go in here and go services and I go garbage management, if I just give you a bit of a boost in, take maybe 10%. Is 10% going to help you guys? Get lifted and shifted a little bit more? We'll find out next episode, team. Either way, we'll keep marching towards trying to sort these garbage services out. Maybe it's just the traffic, but I see no reason why our rubbish trucks can't go down to this road and pick up rubbish when cars seem to be able to drive down there. That roundabout fixed that, but we're going to be definitely rebuilding this. This is a nightmare junction already, I can tell. We might even do a different couple of things. We're going to put the golf course in next time as well. But let me know what you think. What do you think of our little downtown precinct section here? I happen to really like it. I actually happen to really like this little downtown precinct, the services precinct that we've built up here. I've been Ham. Thanks for hanging out. We got lucky today. Oh my God. I thought we got lucky today. Please stay safe. If there's a tornado, get to safety. Stay glued to your screen for plenty more action. Well, I'll be back next time. Get out of here.